welcome back to the MrShowTym showcast. Now that the smoke has cleared, now that the Trump presidential victory and the emotions have subsided, now we can think rationally. Now we can think political strategy going forward. I'd like to talk about the two people that I MrShowTym, would like Donald Trump to pardon. The first person I have in mind is Edward Snowden. Edward Snowden deserves a pardoning by Donald Trump. I remember years ago, Trump talked about how he was asked during an interview what he thinks of Edward Snowden. And this was a time where we were less aware of the deep state. This was a time where we thought that those who tried to, spill the beans and expose secret classified documents about the US government were engaging in treason. They were treasonous. And in an interview, that's what Donald Trump thought as well. He said that, something along the lines of Edward Snowden is treasonous and he should be locked up for, selling secret classified documents to America's enemies. And that was, I think, that was a reasonable frame of thought back then when we knew less. Before we knew about how swampy the US government is. But through researching certain documentaries about Edward Snowden, it somewhat became clear that Edward Snowden wasn't committing treason. Edward Snowden was essentially whistleblowing about the foul acts committed by the US government. And I think Trump, knowing that Trump has been backstabbed by certain pigs in his first term, I think now Trump has a different opinion this time around. You know what they say? Love is always better the second time around. Okay? Love is always better the second time around. I think Trump would agree this time. So Edward Snowden definitely deserves a pardoning. And this narrative of, oh, you're committing treason, is just yet an excuse to those swampy Agent Smiths in the US government to punish those who whistleblow. Snitches, as ninjas would classify them, okay? So Edward Snowden definitely deserves a pardon. Edward Snowden, I don't think, it's not even a matter of what I think. Edward Snowden is not treasonous. He cares about the US government, and they were engaging in some foul, and he called it out, and rightfully so. Edward Snowden deserves to come home. So Donald Trump pardoning him, I mean, Trump is going to run into a brick wall, metaphorically, with the mainstream media slamming him, talking about, oh, he's pardoning treasonous people. Nah. I'm pretty sure that people would like to know more in depth as to, what kind of classified documents Edward Snowden were exposed. I mean, it's totally unlike, it's a totally different scenario than John Pollock, who was a Mossad agent. He committed treason because he was selling, if you know the truth about AIPAC, okay, he's the one that was a Mossad agent sent by Mossad to send certain intel over to Israel. Yeah, John Pollock was treasons. He committed treason, espionage, if I'm correct. Is that what they call it? Espionage? Okay. Edward Snowden deserves a pardon. He deserves to come home. Um, the narrative is sort of like it's a slippery slope because some may call him. They still technically it could be categorized as treason, but is it really? I don't think so. Now, the second person I had in mind, okay, is I know it is a controversial take, it is a controversial thought, but it is for the better. I'm just gonna say it. Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein deserves a pardon. Just gonna, I'm just gonna let that sink in for a bit. Just let that sink in. Harvey Weinstein deserves a pardon for symbolic and political reasons, or should I say cultural reasons. The Me Too movement has gone too far. There's way too many men that have been falsely accused and thrown in jail because of this strategy used by the agent Smiths. The Me Too movement was at its peak, had its moment of shine symbolically when they threw Harvey Weinstein in the slammer in Yale. And ever since, it has just like opened the floodgates for women to just make SA accusations, not only on political uh, public figures, but also high men of value, athletes, artists, entertainers. I mean, to all of you who have been put through the ringer, do you not agree? I'm pretty sure you do. Russell Brand, Andrew Tate, Cristiano Ronaldo, Mendy, Neymar Jr., Donald Trump, etc. And the list goes on. So to squash the Me Too movement, third wave feminism, to sort of like nullify this feminism revolution, Harvey Weinstein needs to be released. I mean, I no shape or form endorse his foul acts. But Harvey Weinstein, I did a video of this before. Harvey Weinstein, I don't think he's a rapist. I don't think so. That's not what I saw in his documentaries, and I've watched quite a number of these documentaries. The guy is just a sex addict, and with sexual assault, it's very subjective. And if they can't find you guilty of actual rape, what do? They say so and so is liable, which I do not know what that means. Did you actually commit rape or not? What does liable mean? So I personally think Donald Trump personally can agree. I mean, from a PR perspective, it would cast a negative light. It would hurt. It would technically hurt him, public relations wise, pardoning a sexual deviant like Harvey Weinstein. But I'm pretty sure he will thank himself later. This is one of those things that you have to take an L now and take a W later. Harvey Weinstein has already spent some, some time behind bars, and I think he's been punished enough. And the fact that they're making him serve his sentence consecutively, so he's not serving his multiple convictions at the same time. No, they're making him serve. They're trying to bury this guy. They buried this guy. They really tried to bury him. So Harvey Weinstein deserves a pardon. I mean, the media can't come out here and start clutching their pearls because Joe Biden pardoned someone who's actually guilty of a crimes, thanks to the red hot, burning in flames, demonic laptop from hell. And I don't see the left clutching their pearls about that. So, if Trump were to pardon Harvey Weinstein, dear leftist liberals, stop, spare us, okay? Y'all are very known for calling criminals heroes and heroes criminals. So, if Trump were to pardon Harvey Weinstein, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. So stop, okay? I think it'll serve the ultimate, ultimately it would be the right move if Trump were to pardon Harvey Weinstein. But that's just by 2 cents. If you've been watching this far, thank you so much for watching. And remember, the Matrix has you. Follow the white rabbit. And don't fall for the psyops. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.
Away.